Welcome to King Says So, a channel that advocates for one Africa, one land, one Africa, one language, one Africa, one currency, one Africa, one army. I wish to witness Africans all around the world united as one in our lifetime. Enjoy.
Those elections. It's okay. Don't worry. Shortly after we made that commitment, the world experienced one of the most devastating periods in history. COVID-19 descended on us.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy King053, Mr. Easy Imale, and we're back at it again with another one. Before I start, I'd like to give a shout out to Untlaka Nipo from KZN Durban. Thank you for tuning in from KZN. Abeseng tugile bafethi ngita baba amazulu akuphi bafethu angeke or inqede. And as I was saying, KZN again, T-Boy from Peter Marisburg also gave it a shout out, and Wally Wheeler from the UK is my second most viewed audience outside Africa. So I love the UK so much, and of course we do have our John Bull from Nigeria staying in Texas in USA. So we've got a lot of family all around the country, all around the world, I mean. And of course, Zimbabwe, I see you. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I see you, Mozambique, I see you, Lesotho, Nigeria, thank you so much for tuning in. Uganda, you are also in the building. And Ivory Coast and Kenya, I see you guys. So today I want to do a quick manifesto. I want to do a quick manifesto review from the ANC. The ANC is reviewing its 2019 manifesto. And this, I think, is something that must be applauded, guys. It's not easy for a political party, especially a political party that has been leading the government since the dawn of democracy, to come out 30 years later and say we want to review our last 5-year plan and we want to do it in front of the people. The media is welcome, everyone is welcome. I think that it's a big attribute to South Africa's democracy and how we are truly one of the best democratic country in Africa, so freely opening and speaking, because we criticize the ANC openly without any fear or favor. Other countries, you can't do this. What I'm doing right now in Zimbabwe, you can't freely do this. You could be arrested, for they call it what do they call it? They call it spreading a negative view on the Zimbabwean brand. In many other countries, you can't do this. So we have to give the ANC at least a hand to say well done for keeping our country a democratic country where the freedom of speech is protected, and freedom of movement, freedom of association, political association, and so forth. So we started windy, as I showed you guys. It started windy, but the president soldiered on. For me, I was not happy with did they use the Dobsonville Stadium? I was not happy with that. Look, I want to play the mind game. If I'm the ANC, I want to play the numbers game, and everything that the other parties do, I want to do better. If the EFF does FMB, I'm going to choose another big stadium. I'm going to fill it. I just don't think it's a good look when we compare the two, because people are comparing subconsciously, so they are comparing the two. So for me, I think going forward, they should choose to do things big and nothing small, because the elections, they might look like they are far, but the year is only shortened with 4 months to finish, and in no time it will be 2024. Let's listen to the first video where the president speaks about the 5-year and the 30 years, the 5 past year and the long 30 years comparison.
And as we were looking at the past 5 years, somebody said, no, Mr. President, you should not look at the 5 years only. You should look at the 30 years of ANC government. Hore re shebe nako e kaofela ukuthi i-ANC kule minyaka e-30 edlulile iyenze emiphi imisebenzi na. Wathi mawubheka nje i-5 years awunokwazi ukubona kahle. Ungekoti kusilanguta kahle. Kufanele ku loko ulanguta 30 years hinkwayo. So hita ku loko yi vulavula hi swona leswi mitiro ya hulumeni wa hina hita hi teka 30 years hi tlhe hi teka na 5 years hi vonisana ku ri hi fike kwihi na. Hi ku hi 1994 vanhu va hina va la South Africa va te va lava ANC va yona leyi nga endla mitiro ya ku ri South Africa i cinca. Loko va yi languta vanhu va vona ku ri ntiyiso. The South Africa we live in today is very different from the South Africa we all lived in 1994. Everybody agrees. Ba sa boneng ke difofu. Ba sa utlwing abana ditsebe. Ba sa buing ka yona abana melomo. Wa etsahala hore le maleme ya bona a kgaotswe. Empa ke nnete e sa feding eno ya hore mmuso wa ANC o tloha ka 1994 o entse mesebetsi e mengata.
So for me, the biggest blunder that Cyril Ramaphosa has made in the past 5 years, when we're looking at this 2019 manifesto, in 2019, he was there to say he's going to take load shedding away, and he employed another snake by the name of Andre de Rita. This, I believe, was the biggest mistake that Cyril Ramaphosa did. And I think when looking back and reflecting back to the mistakes that the ANC has made, there won't be any other mistake bigger than this. Because even now, ANC is so under pressure to say we have to fix the electricity, the load shedding issue before the elections, or otherwise we will consider ourselves as failures. The people are not going to vote for us. So why on earth, of all the people you could have employed for that post, you chose someone who does not have engineering experience? You chose someone that did not have experience in the ESCOM and energy field. I mean, it was such a big blunder. It's costing the ANC big time. For me, when I look back, that is the thorn that is standing out for me. I don't see how ANC is going to recover from this. I don't see load shedding going away. Probably China, with these 8 companies that are coming in to help us, probably they will do something and help the Minister of Electricity. But I'm telling you, the load shedding really pushed a lot of voters out of the ANC. And the past 5 years, yes, we can make an excuse of the COVID, because COVID, we were truly not in control of what we do in a country, unless you were in a country like Rwanda, Uganda, countries that did their own thing during COVID. You know, even today, nobody's giving us an explanation of why the contracts of the pharmaceutical companies were what do they call them? Non-disclosure to governments. You know, we don't know what those contracts entailed, what was signed for, how many people were forced in taking these vaccines and everything, how many people lost their jobs, how many people lost their life because of this COVID thing. So we can make an excuse to say, listen, it was not a usual 5 year. And for me, when it comes to the last 30 years, ladies and gentlemen, as much as I like speaking bad about the current ANC leadership, but the last 30 years was not so bad. Let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen. It was not so bad. When it comes to, we can look at the entertainment industry, we can look at the health sector, we can look at the education sector, how many schools the ANC has built, and how many, so many things has happened in the last 30 years. If we take our 30 years and we compare it to any other African country after 30 years of being liberated from their colonizers, No other country compares to South Africa. There isn't. There is simply no country that compares to South Africa. And with South Africa, you have to take in mind that we never actually took the power back. We just took the positions in government, but the power still remained in the few majority, white majority, meaning that they still control the land, they still control the economy, they still control the Reserve Bank, they still control the minerals, they still control everything. So with that, we're considering all of that, for me, ANC did, out of 10, I would give them a 5, which is 50%. It's not a fail. They could do better, but it's not too bad. Let's quickly listen to what President Cyril Ramaphosa said about the Zamazama.
And with the interventions that are being made now, such as Sanela, we have been arresting tens of thousands of people. And yes, Gauteng is going through a very difficult period of Zamazamas, the illegal mining. We are going to tackle that problem. We will make sure that we rid this province of the Zamazamas and illegal mining. We are going to work together with our security forces to make sure that we address this problem. Yes, as a province, and indeed many other parts of our country, we continue to have foreign nationals who do not have documents. Recently, a program has been started to examine who among the foreign nationals does not have documents, and a number of them are being arrested. And those who do not have permits to be in South Africa better know from now that South Africans want this country to be occupied by people who have documents or who are citizens of our country. That is something that they should know. So,
okay, about Zamazama, for me, it's not clear what the strategy is for this Zamazama, foreigner miners, illegal miners, informal settlement, informal mining sector, whatever. It's not clear for me. You know, I'm starting to believe that there is some politicians that are gaining from this informal mining. I'm starting to believe. It's the same thing with the hijacked buildings in the towns. I'm starting to believe that really they are getting some money out of this, because it's easy to go to a old mine, fence it around. According to, if I was the Minister of Minerals or Minister of Police or whatever, I would fence it. After fencing it, I would formalize the informal mining sector. What do I mean by that? I mean, go there, allow people to mine only if they come and get a permit. I don't care if you have a permit to be in South Africa or not. I will take your fingerprints, I will take a picture of you, and you can go and mine. Why am I doing that? It's not only the Pan-Africanist in me that speaks, because for me, I don't see why is it that people must be stopped from mining. Who stopped the what do you call this family that looted the whole South Africa? Their name is running away now. But anyway, Anglo-American, who gave them the first permit? Kimberley, who gave him the first permit to mine the diamonds of Kimberley in Cullinan, who gave the white people the first permits to mine and own the land and milk it. Why is it that our people, when they struggle, and our people are honestly doing it for survival? Our people are, the food chain, the pyramid scheme of how many people are above people who go underground. They still have to give it to the seller has to give it to the black market. The black market, it moves so many times that the person who actually got the rock or the mineral actually gets peanuts. Our people are doing it for survival. So for me, I will formalize the informal settlement. I will create a new department and make sure that there's enough police presence or security presence in all the old mines, and make sure that I don't make it easy for anyone to mine without identifying them. So if you come and you say how many illegal foreigners, I don't know how an African is illegal in Africa, but anyway, I will be able to tell you, listen, we've got this person and this person and this person. Here is their fingerprint for in case they lied about their identity, and for those who don't bring their identity, we tell them you can't work at the mine for more than 2 weeks. We're going to take you back to your original country so that you can go and fetch your documents and come. We'll give you a work permit. And for me, that's how I would treat it, because chasing people, you're never going to finish these illegal foreigners in South Africa. South Africa is the Dubai of Africa. You're never going to finish. You're never going to finish them. It's not going to happen. They will always be there. But now the question is, can you control them? So for me, it is not clear what the ANC wants to do about this thing of Zamazamas. And another thing that is also quite interesting that the president spoke about is the national health insurance. What do they call it? National health insurance bill. Yes. Let's quickly listen to what he said.
The National Health Insurance Bill is currently being piloted through the NCOP. The Alliance has been insisting that we must have a national health insurance, and we are going to have national health insurance. Barata kapa barati, national health insurance itabati. Bazifuna kana basazifuni idoba hone national health insurance. We proceed to do all these things because we believe that our people are entitled to a better life. We will continue to issue title deeds. We will continue to make sure that all our people who are entitled to good health care will continue getting that health care. Yes, there are still some people who are suffering under bad sanitation. We continue to raise the issue of eradicating the indignities of bucket toilets, and we are going to be able to eliminate those. Fighting corruption and promoting integrity is one of the commitments that we made. We have embarked on a wide range of measures that were recommended by the State Capture Commission.
National Health Insurance Bill, basically for those who don't know what it is now opening all hospitals for everyone, meaning that me and you who are poor can go to private hospitals and the government will carry the bill. That's actually what it means in short. Other people don't want it because, other rich people don't want to be in the same space as poor people. That's why there's private health sector and public health sector, the public for the poor, the private for the rich. So that is what is happening actually with this national health bill. So he's saying he's going to push it. It's in the final stages. I don't know if they will be able to do it before 2024. It will be probably in their 2024 manifesto. I don't think it is something that is realistically going to happen anytime soon, not in 2 years, not in 3 years. But for me, it's a good idea to say, listen, because people die in public hospitals because of lack of machinery, lack of doctors, lack of appointments, and all of this type of funny things that happen in public. Should you find yourself in a public institution having kidney stones or liver failure, or you need a serious operation, you might die in that hospital, because many public hospitals really they leave very few things to be reckoned. And again, when he spoke about the getting rid of the bucket toilets, I asked the question: is Cyril Ramaphosa a billionaire? A billionaire? I mean, with all the bucket system in South Africa, of which I think they have done a great job reducing the number, can't he, out of his own pocket, for humanity's sake, dig a 500 million, a half a bill, or maybe, I don't know, 500,000? I don't know how much it will cost to fix the bucket system. People are pooping and peeing in the bucket system, and sometimes you find that households share like 5 or 6 households, or the whole street is sharing one bucket toilet. It's crazy that you can be a billionaire and not have a heart for the people. For me, I'm questioning this thing of Cyril Ramaphosa and Patrick Motsepe being billionaires. I don't believe it. Last video he spoke about the grants for the old people and disabled people and so on, and the 350s. Let's just quickly hear what he said. Guys, in a population of almost 65 million, 18 million people get grants, and then 10 million people get the unemployment grant of 350 rand. They say they want to increase it. Guys, this is the government keeping our people in the begging sector. We are begging for everything. 350. Government, if you times 350 times 10 million, 10 million people, you can build factories in every city in South Africa to create employment every month with that money. The numbers are crazy. Just go on your calculator, times 350 times 10 million. It's crazy numbers. It's crazy numbers. We can build factories. These abandoned buildings, we can refurbish and renovate them and create offices and create factories every town every town. There won't be anyone that is unemployed in South Africa if we take these 350s and put them into building factories. The same thing that Gaten McKinsey was trying to do in Beaufort West. The same thing. Create factories to create employment. Don't create a begging mentality on your people. So for me, I don't understand why is it our politicians don't think like this, because everyone sees it. These 350s are a waste of money, and the people are queuing up for those 350s. I can't imagine what is it that you can do with a 350. It literally buys one bag of nappies and I don't know, wipes. It literally buys a 10 kg millimeter. I don't know what is it that people are doing with 350s. I don't know. But I would take that 350 for a certain town and build a factory, and everyone that is registered on that 350 database will get a job there. But then you will find these people that don't want to work, they still want the 350 in their hands. Pure rubbish. Empower the people instead of creating this begging mentality. So for me, that will be my review with this 2019 manifesto review of the ANC. Now, I really applaud the ANC for keeping our country as safe as it is compared to other African countries. I know we South Africans, our standard is very high, and we like complaining a lot, the crime and everything. But when our brothers and sisters from Africa come to South Africa, they see Dubai, literally. They don't understand what is it that we are complaining about. And I just wanted to put that one out there, and to say, let's see what is going to happen. It might be too little too late for the ANC, but it is not to say we can't say you did us wrong, but in doing us wrong there is some right that you did. You guys go in the comment section, tell me, what do you think? Am I right? Am I wrong? Is the past 30 years really that bad to you? I know that it will differ perspective to perspective from one person, subjective. That's what I mean. So tell me on the comment section, and again, tell me, where are you watching me from? I want to know where my family is. So when I come, for example, the guys in Durban, I'm going to send a message. I think maybe next week I'll be in Durban. I'll tell you guys once everything is signed, sealed, and delivered. But I'll be in KZN. So you guys just tell me where you are. I'm traveling a lot, and some of you you are inboxing me, telling me, King, we want to book you for guest speaking. I do guest speaking, guys. I do them a lot. I am an author of a book. I said, Lena, I'm a motivational speaker. I do a lot of those things, whether it's you calling me for a family, or you calling me for a small business, or you calling me for a school, or you calling me. I do all of that. I do all of that. Please feel free to send me an email, and then we'll take it from there. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Until next time, don't forget to pray, and just know your boy King053 salutes you.
Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed the content, leave your thoughts on the comment section and hit the like and subscribe button, and we will meet on the next one.